All right, chat. Hello and welcome to Fish in the News, your place to get the best news on fish. Making up the intro as I go. I've never done that before, and I hope that Ghost Boy doesn't include it because it was cringe. Anyways, I have a couple things lined up for Fish in the News that people have sent me, which reminds me, if you see some cool news about fish, send it my way through Twitter DMs or in the Ideas channel in my Discord. My friend Sunday, though, today is the star of the show and sent me a Twitter post about the rarest goldfish breed and thought to be an urban legend rediscovered. And it's getting a lot of attention. It has 500,000 views. And I want to look more into it because call me a hater, but I think I'm a hater. I don't believe this. So basically the concept is some dude posts his goldfish on the Goldfish subreddit, okay? And it looks like this. He posts this photo. It's a pretty bad photo, as are most urban legends. And the idea is this goldfish, if you'll notice, doesn't have a proper like caudal fin, a proper back fin. This fin comes down here, and then, you know, the anal fin is here, and it swims with that. So it's kind of like nugget shaped. And this guy thinks, you know, his goldfish is just a little bit whatever. His goldfish is a little bit messed up or deformed. That kind of thing happens a lot with, you know, things that are as inbred as goldfish in the aquarium trade. But the Reddit community thought otherwise. They have called this the meteor goldfish. And they say there's very little known about them. They were only intentionally bred some time back. Some sources say it took place around 300 AD. Some say it was late 19th century, early 20th century. Either way, if the latter is true, very little has come to light on them since then. While I'm sure tons of breeders have culled meteor goldfish fry, basically saying that if a breeder saw this baby goldfish that had no backside, they'd probably just kill it, thinking, you know, it's inhumane for it to live like that. Nobody has really contributed to their documentation in a long time. And despite the naysayers saying to cull them and not retain their genetics for breeding, this is exactly how the Ranchu body type came to exist and be the baseline for most fancies. So basically, Reddit saw this image and decided that this is the urban legend meteor goldfish. Now, I'm going to be a little bit skeptical here. I'd like to look into it more. I'd like to research a little bit if you guys will stay with me here. But this has 500,000 views, 23,000 likes. And to me, this doesn't make sense. To me, this follows the idea of a deformed goldfish. You'll notice the dorsal fin here goes all the way down the back, okay? Which to me would indicate that the back was intended to form, you know, this was supposed to go down there, and it is a malformity. The intentional breed, I have to look more into what a meteor goldfish is supposed to actually look like, but the intentional breed would have the anal fin here, from what I've heard. So anyways, now that we've gotten out of the way that this is a thing, let's actually do research on meteor goldfish. So this is the first image that comes up. I'm pretty sure this is not real, because this just kind of looks like a fancy that's missing its caudal fin as well. I guess this is the sketch. And again, what you'll notice, right, is that the anal fin is here. The dorsal fin comes down to about halfway down the back, and then there's the anal fin there. And what you'll notice from the fish that we have on Twitter here is that the dorsal fin comes all the way down, and the anal fin is in its normal position. Right? The anal fin is not moved back. It is not bred in a way that would make this well to swim. It's just going all the way down the back as if there was intended to be a back there in the first place. And this is all of the Wikipedia article on it. And it was recently updated, and there's a stink bug in my house. Anyways, it was recently updated to include the post from Reddit. No photographs of the breed appear to exist. The Bristol Aquarium Society has suggested that meteor goldfish may simply be a rumor, speculated to be related to eggfish, so forth and so forth. Basically, there's no evidence of it. And at the end of the day, what that means is you can't really confirm or deny it. I'm gonna stick to being a hater. I think that this is very unlikely to be a real thing, and if it is a real thing, I think this particular goldfish is very unlikely to be the one. However, I can't totally rule it out because, you know, there's a video. I mean, that's not gonna help me much. Yeah, okay, so look, the whole point of the meteor goldfish, if you read the information, is has a well-developed anal fin that takes the place of the back fin. The anal fin is the fin down here, all right? It should be well-developed in aiding in swimming. There is no anal fin, even. The anal fin is like either combined with the dorsal. Yes, it's kind of combined with the dorsal here. Yeah, these just look like deformed goldfish to me. However, who knows? Maybe this person has found a rare breed. It would be interesting if they could breed the goldfish and see if the babies come out the same. There being two is also very interesting. What is a breed if not a population of genetically aberrant individuals? Well, here's my problem with that statement. Yes, that is the concept of a breed. But if we're talking about something that was purposefully bred back in the 19th or 20th century, or someone said like 300 AD, right? These are not that. You're telling me that this breed survived hundreds, if not thousands of years to just end up in some random dude's pond? It just doesn't make sense that the breed would come. Now, it could be a newly evolved deformity that could become a breed, but I don't think that makes it the same thing. Things re-evolving does not mean that they're the same thing. They can look identical, but they're not, you don't re-evolve. If something goes extinct and something evolves to look and act exactly like that thing, it is not that thing. It is a new creature. That being said, I guess it's cool, and people talking about fish is always cool. And the other thing I had today, someone also sent me this. I don't remember what it is. Oh, it's the red handfish. Look how cute they are. They successfully bred and hatched 21 red handfish in a Tasmanian conservation breeding program. These are these fuckers, the most dumb looking fish in the world. And I believe they're like highly endangered. There's not a lot of them left in the world, and they successfully bred 21 of them. Now, obviously, they're not just going to release these babies. Yes, they have to go to fish school to get street smart. They're obviously not going to release these babies because there's a reason that they're dying off in the wild. And they're not just going to suddenly survive because you put more of them in there. Conserving a species is conserving a species. We're working on our oceans, hopefully, and hopefully the oceans can get to a point where we save the fish in captivity and are able to reintroduce it in the future into a better ocean. When something goes extinct, it goes extinct. But a marine heat wave is thought to hit the bay and they're all going to die, quite likely. Well, hopefully these babies are the future then. We can get the planet under control and re-release them. Do I have a ton of confidence in that? No. But breeding programs are cool. And anytime there's a fish that can be conserved, I think it should. It also is just helpful to know how they breed. To demonstrate that you can do that in a lab environment demonstrates that there are conditions that we can make it happen in the wild. The population can bounce back if we stop causing the problems that are causing many of them to die off, like Zaki says, as heat waves. But that is today's Fish in the News. Those are the two things that got sent to me by viewers. If you have anything to send in that you want me to review, I usually find my own stuff, but this week I had a lot of stuff sent in by viewers. So then there's a fish that cannot breed in captivity, right? Or is it technically not impossible, but incredibly hard? Nothing. Yeah, it's technically never impossible to make something breed in aquaria. But for most fish, honestly, it's just extraordinarily difficult to match the conditions that they would need. Whoa.